Okay, last time I stood behind the podium and it was really boring. But now I found out you can walk out of here with a little cooler. So my name is Marshal Harmin. Most of you went to my booth, I think, this morning, right at Garfield County Airport. I do airport operations. I explained earlier, it's, in my opinion, like the world's coolest janitor. I'm a county employee, and basically I get paid to make sure I'm providing safety, security, and service to my tenants, my customers, the community, even the environment is one of the things we work with at the airport. Basically, well, let's start with this. You all know what you want to do for your rest of your life, right?
No.
Yeah. I had no idea I was going to be in the airport industry or the aviation industry at all. Are any of you interested in airports or aviation or anything? Especially after the nice talks we had this morning? Not so much? All right. So the other question I asked the group before you guys is how many of you already have jobs right now? Nice. So that's important. I started working when I was 14 at the Miners Claim restaurant in Silt. Started as just a busboy. I've moved my way up to pretty much everything in that restaurant now. But basically, the biggest thing I got out of that was in the food industry, you know, we specialize in hospitality. And basically, hospitality, you're making someone feel special through their experience, or you're going 110%. And at a young age, I learned that going that 110% or making someone impressed with you actually gets you a lot of success. Basically, after all that, I learned that good character, good mentality, morals, being responsible helps definitely with job choices. The first group, I also told them I actually did not go to college. You only need a high school education to be in airport operations. Again, I just didn't really know what I was going to do, but opportunities and windows are constantly opening. I'm sure already most of you are seeing different opportunities and windows with the interests that you are possibly pursuing as a career or a life. So after that, shortly I went to Atlantic Aviation right out of high school. You guys saw the Atlantic booth also this morning? Yeah, so that was me. I was towing jets, fueling jets, taking care of jets. Again though, I'm having that same mentality as work hard, 110%, be kind to people, be nice to people. Again, providing that hospitality to people. And what that does is it started spreading my name out to the community, to other people, to future employers, to future customers. People are saying, that Marshall kid is a really nice kid and he works really hard. He's just an all-around good person. That made me get another job. Airport director for the airport comes up to me and says, hey, I've been seeing how you've been working, and you work hard, and you're a good person, and you have good morals. What would you say to work for the airport? And of course, I thought that was the coolest thing ever because I always got to see those guys in the plows just going like 70 miles an hour across the runway. I thought that was the coolest thing. I like big trucks, if you haven't noticed. I know some of you guys like big trucks too, probably. Yeah, that table, I can see you guys. You like trucks. So here I am now doing the Rifle Airport. I'm driving big snow plows. I'm being a firefighter for crash rescue. I work with electricity, doing airfield lighting, and nav aids and GPS for aircraft as well. It's a very wide variety of things. I wear a lot of different hats. One day I'm completely soaked in diesel, and then the next day I'm dressed up all nice and spiffy going to a county commissioner's meeting. So it's pretty cool. Again, still, now being only 25 years old, it's really rare to see someone in airport operations at 25. A lot of times I go to state meetings to ask for grants or funding, or I go to the FAA conferences, or I go to a training, and everyone, how old are you? 25. And which is pretty impressive. And the reason I got to that point is because I work hard. I started studying vigorously. I got hooked on the aviation world, and the FAA provides you with books and documents like this thick, real good page turners. I recommend it for all of you guys. Like one of them is, there's an entire paragraph on how they want you to specifically put a screw in a light. It's great. Really exciting stuff. But again, I guess what I'll leave with is keep your morals straight and just be a good person and work hard. And remember, in that hospitality aspect, you have the potential to change someone's day. Every day in your career, no matter what you're working at or no matter what you're studying or focusing on, every day you have an opportunity to make someone feel special, and you have the achievement of knowing that you did something successful that day, and you're working hard constantly. So that's what I'm going to leave with.
So what has been your favorite airplane that landed at the airport?
I said 5 years ago last time, so we're going to stick with 5 years. 5 years ago, the Royal British Air Force came to the airport, and they brought a massive C-17, which is like the coolest. It's a huge aircraft. Biggest machine I've ever seen in my life, and it flies. It's just mind-boggling. Inside the C-17 was a helicopter, so they actually shipped British helicopters overseas to the airport. The hatch comes down and they roll helicopters out and support vehicles. There's like a pickup truck inside of it. I mean, it's an extremely impressive thing. And it's fun because I can go on the radio and tell those guys like, hey, bet you can't make it up in the air after Alpha 2. Watch this. And they just point, just straight up. Blows all my signs away. It's great. Rocks all over my runway. But definitely the coolest. Definitely the coolest machine I've ever seen.